Good morning and welcome to another edition of Rich on Life Lofts. I am Richard and this is my loft. As you noticed, I took the aviary off the front of the loft and I moved it over here to the side. And I'll get inside and explain all that to you in a second. Okay, so now that I have it opened up, I can show you my changes. I got this section on this side all finished off. Now, I was going to make a breeding section over here, but I decided to make this my flyers just because of the space and everything else. So what I've done, sit down, guys. What I've done is I moved my birds over here that I'm going to start training. I think I have, let's see here. I've got 7 birds over here right now that are acting all crazy. Won't find a, just find a perch. Wow. But this one right here is the bird that actually was born in my loft. And these other guys are just young birds that I got from a few other people. But this little section is 12 feet deep and 4.5 feet wide, which I have a trap right there. So I moved these guys in here this morning and they're still pretty leery of the place, but they'll get used to it. They'll spend more time out here. And as I was saying in an earlier video, now I can start monitoring their food. I was basically free feeding all of my birds, which I know is not good, but I had birds over there that had feeding babies and they were all in just one big area. So I decided to move these guys over here and now I'll start working on these guys. Now over on this side, I still have my original white birds that I started off with that I'm gonna keep over here for right now until I can figure it all out and let a few more of these breed, and then I'm gonna divide this section up to how I want it. I'm gonna build a small aviary out of that window. But I have this pair here still sitting on 2 fertile eggs. There's the cockbird right there. My baby chick is doing great. I got it banded this morning. I was almost too late. I forgot when you have a single chicken in the nest how quickly they grow instead of having a pair. But I got that one banded this morning, so it's doing great. Mother and father are taking care of it really, really well. And I believe I still have 2 fertile eggs down here. Let's see this guy. Yeah, she's still got 2 fertile eggs in here. Yeah, as you can tell, she likes me. No other mating. I think I've got a lot of, I still got to spend time on here and look, but when I moved the 7 birds over to the other side, I think I split up some future romantic pairs because they were not real happy. And a bunch of them were just clinging to this front wire mesh for a long time. So that's the top pair. That's the cock from the top right there. And as I find them, as you notice, that one over there has got a pink band on its leg. And That's another cockbird right there. As I'm spending time out here with them, figuring out what's going on, who's who, I'm putting pink or blue bands on them to get everything figured out. But that cock sitting right there in the front, he protects the top of that nest box. When anybody comes around, he takes them off. But I believe that cock right there belongs in with the hen in the green nest box, if I'm not mistaken, with this feisty girl down here. But now that I can spend the time and weather's getting better, I can come out here and spend more time with them, get to know the birds, get to know who's who and what's going on, so I can better take care of them. I've also moved a lot of stuff out of here. I decided to keep all the feed and different things up in another shed that I have. So everything was being covered in pigeon dander and everything else. So I think I'm just going to, once I finish everything, if you ever finish anything as a pigeon flyer, every time I turn around there's something new to do or something I want to change. But yeah, everything was covered in dander. So I think the only thing I'm going to have out here is actual pigeons and the stuff that they need. And I might even section off this little back half right here for another little room for pigeons. Now, once everything gets going, I still plan to section this side off. I am not sure how I'm going to do it yet. Probably into just 2 big rooms, so I can separate my hens and cocks when it comes time. But I really don't know yet. So right now I have all my whites on one side and then all my flyers on this side. And I still think that right there, let me see if I can get up here. That right there is a beautiful bird. And I think most of these on this side are all hens. I've been watching them for quite a while, and I think, like I said, everybody over here is a hen, which I think is kind of, oh, sorry about that. Let me go ahead and get in there. That right there is a beautiful bird, I think. But I believe all 7 of these are hens, just by watching them and watching the cocks on the other side. So we're going to start trap training them next week. As soon as I start getting their food all figured out, I'll throw them out there in the aviary and let them sit. Then close the trap and start calling them in. Get them a little more accustomed to me. Start spending more time out here. And we'll go from there. Hey, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you on the next one.